Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Oh my god, this has to be one of my favorite reveals. From the color of my outfit, you can already tell that we are going to be revealing one of the most beautiful girls' bedroom you have ever seen on this internet. Are you ready? Hit that like button and subscribe and let's get into it. Sharp, sharp. If you have watched my previous room makeovers, then you already know one thing about me. I love timeless spaces that children can actually grow into. Even if it's not for children, I love timeless spaces generally. I love less cluttered spaces. I love well curated spaces. And you guys are about to see one of the most well curated girls' bedroom. Why am I so excited? Why? It's time to declutter, and trust me, we had a lot of junk under Kyra's bed. Some bedding she's no longer using and everything. Like, we have cleared out. It's all emptied now. We put this bed for sale, but I think I'm still thinking if I really want to sell it. But anyway, the bed is empty, ready to be dismantled. We have all these bedside tables, the mattress, the bed has gone down. We are not bringing down her closet stays, but we're changing all the sliders. We're not doing sliding. That dressing table has to go. So when it was time to renovate Kyra's room, I had just one mission: completely get rid of pink. I genuinely thought this was going to be an easy conversation with Kyra. For context, Kyra is our 7-year-old daughter who is very girly, loves what she loves. She's such a pink girl. Oh, I know girls love pink, but I think her love for pink is something that might never leave her. After this experience, you'll get to know why. So I called baby girl for a little roundtable meeting and gave this girl about 1,001 reasons why we should just move on from pink. And after my convincing presentation, I looked at her and asked, "Do you understand?" This girl looked straight at me and said, "But I love pink because pink is my favorite color." Honestly, wasted effort. Completely wasted effort. So, poor me, I quietly went back to my drawing board and asked myself, how can I introduce pink in this room in the way that pleases the Lord? There and then, that became the entire design concept for this room. A girl wants what a girl wants, and a designer will have to listen to her clients, right? So I knew the room still had to feel like her, but just in a more matured way, that timeless way that she could grow into over the years. Now that we have moved past the intro, let's get into the transformation proper. The very first thing we did, just like other rooms, was to remove the carpet and replace them with hard flooring. Once the flooring was installed, we layered it with this beautiful textured cream rug. You guys are going to notice anyway during the final reveal that Kyra's room is actually bigger than her brother's room. So it's bigger than Mona's room, bigger than Andre's room. So it's like the second biggest room in the house after the master's bedroom, which meant we could go for a larger rug. The larger the rug, the better, right? So we could go for a larger rug, unlike her brother's bedroom. With the flooring complete, it was time to plan the joinery. Kyra had quite an interesting joinery plan in here. Apart from her normal closet, okay, we're going to come back to that. There was an empty alcove in this room where she previously had her dressing table, her bookshelf, you know, the one you hang on the walls, and most importantly, mountain of toys. We had basket of toys in this corner. That corner was honestly the most disorganized corner she used to have in her bedroom. So instead of leaving everything exposed, we designed a bespoke closet that completely transformed that corner. Inside it, we created a dressing table which doubles up as her reading table and coloring station. We included bookshelves, display shelves for handbags and shoes, and plenty of hidden storage to keep everything organized. Can I just say that this has become Kyra's favorite corner in the entire room? If she's not getting dressed here, she's coloring, reading, playing with Play-Doh, or she's standing in front of the mirror having full conversations with herself. I honestly don't know who she's talking to, but she's always talking. Don't worry, we'll give you a full closet tour during the reveal with all the details, okay? So don't miss that part. Now let's move over to the opposite side of the room. This was where her original wardrobe was. It previously had mirrored sliding doors running wall to wall. As practical as they were, they no longer suited the new vision for the room. So we kept the internal carcass of the wardrobe, which saved us from unnecessary costs, but replaced all the sliding doors with beautiful hinged doors. So instead of mirrors on the outside, just like Bona's room, we installed full-length mirrors on the inside of the doors. We did the same in all the closets, including our bedroom, Andre's bedroom, Mona's bedroom, because I feel like that is more practical. And in every room, I always find the need to have full-length mirror, even if we have a dressing mirror. Nothing beats a full-length mirror, especially when you're dressing up, you want to see yourself from head to toe. I personally love the decision to change the mirror doors to hinge doors because it instantly made the room feel softer, cleaner, and much more luxurious. And can we just talk about the gold handles? Let me know what you think about the gold handles. I genuinely think they elevated the entire bedroom. Next came my favorite part, the walls. Oh my God. Using my phone to film this because I know that if I don't do it now, I'll definitely forget. Now, this is where we are with this room. This is Kyra's room. They've removed the wallpaper, they've removed the wall moldings, they have dressed it, and yeah, same thing, but the handles are in this one. And the doors need to be painted as well. I knew from the beginning that I wanted a statement featured wall behind the bed. Instead of using a bulky upholstered headboard, I wanted the wall itself to become that statement. So we installed these paintable wall panels with these gorgeous mural in between. The panels and the walls were painted in faro and bold skimming stone. What inspired the choice of this particular paint was the color of the closet because I wanted everything to flow. I didn't want contrasts when it came to the walls and the closet. I wanted it to seem like one full thing. So faro and bold skimming stone seemed to be the best color that suits the bedroom. So we introduced it on the walls, on the panels, and even on the ceiling because keeping everything within the same color family helps the room feel bigger, calmer, and even much more seamless. That was the goal. Now, remember our pink dilemma? This mural you see right here became the compromise. So the mural was my way of introducing pink to the room without actually allowing it to overpower the whole room. It is soft, it is elegant, it's feminine, and most importantly, it is still matured enough for her to grow into. Clock it! But honestly, I genuinely love how this mural turned out. Let me know what you guys think about this mural. Drop it in the comment section. I will be reading. For the lighting, I decided against wall light because I didn't want anything interrupting the feature wall. How is it going?
Yeah, good.
Oh, don't fall.
Getting there.
Okay, yeah, that's good. That's a good position.
Yeah, I already got the smaller room at the back.
Oh, you did already?
Yeah, that's already
That's
cut.
fast.
I still need to put the boxes there and stuff.
Okay.
And connections.
So we decided to go for the ceiling pendant light, which is so beautiful. This light was imported from China and it stressed my life just for another day. Let's just move on, okay? Let's focus on the beauty because that is what a lot of you see, the beauty, but the work that goes into it, nobody sees that. And trust me, the beauty is always 1% of the total interior design project, if you get what I'm trying to say. What we share, the review we share on the internet is not even up to 5% of the entire project. But then again, it just gives us satisfaction and that's all you see. And then people come and say, yeah, I want it in 1 day, in 2 days, in this, in that, in that. The work that goes into it, you must love interior design to stay intact. So, with the walls complete, it was finally time to tackle the bed. bed. Oh my God, this bed, this bed, this bed. We replaced her old bed with this storage bed because if you know me, you know I love hidden storage. Okay, both for my clients in my house, I will always go for any bed with storage. So this particular bed caught my attention because of its beautiful curved silhouette. It feels feminine without being childish, elegant without trying too hard, and it works perfectly against the mirror. This room gives me so much joy and satisfaction, so please pardon me if it reflects so much in this video because I mean, I'm the designer, yes, clock it. If you're wondering where her previous upholstered bed went to, check Mona's room, okay? It's sitting comfortably there. I'm sure you guys have seen the review, so that was her previous bed. Next, we added these walnut bedside tables. If you know me, you know I love walnuts. When it comes to wood, I love oak, I love walnut, and I love the effect it has in a space. Its ability to add warmth without even making so much effort is what I love about wood. This room already has a lot of soft neutrals and touches of pink. So I knew we needed something to introduce warmth and depth. Walnut happened to be the perfect choice. This bedside actually inspired the dressing table as well because I love my pieces to communicate in a space. So because of the bedside table, we chose this gorgeous pink chair with walnut legs. And together they balance the room beautifully. I want to hear your comments. Now, let's talk about the window dressing. I get so excited when I'm talking about window dressing because window dressing is something I love to pay attention to in any room. If it just it works the magic. You cannot just treat window dressing as a basic feature in a room. The moment you do it, you have lost the entire design concept. So this gives me so much joy. Previously, Kyra had pink curtains with wooden blinds. This time we installed bespoke wave curtains made specially for our princess. I have looked forward to the installation of these curtains and I cannot wait to show you guys. And yes, I made Kyra happy once again. We added these beautiful pink borders along the edges of the curtains. It's such a subtle detail, but it makes them feel incredibly luxurious. What I also love about this curtain is that the fabric isn't just plain. It has these gorgeous woven patterns that give it so much texture and richness. Paired with the soft sheer curtains behind, everything feels light, elegant and luxurious. So to finish off everything, we built a pelmet to completely seal the tracks on the ceiling. Because you all know I love clean lines. Then we introduced LED lighting. Anywhere you need to layer lighting, call Didi. Okay, please feel free to let me know what you guys think about it in the comment section because I absolutely love them. Finally, let's talk about the chandelier. Believe it or not, we actually kept the original chandelier. Kara has had this chandelier for close to 3 years now, and I must tell you, it is one of the most beautiful chandelier I've ever set my eyes on. Sometimes people think every makeover means replacing everything, but that's not always the smartest decision. Across the whole renovation, I might not have mentioned in all the reveal, but we have utilized the same lights we had in the whole house. Like Andre's room, Mona's room, we had to move the lights from the office to his room because it was well seated in his room. And then we moved the lights we had at the entryway into the office. You guys, when you guys see the office review, you're going to understand. And then we took the light from our bedroom to the entryway because it's well suited. That's just how we've been moving light. The only place we had to buy a new chandelier was for our bedroom because we needed something bigger. So that's how we're able to recycle the same pieces. And it's not just when it comes to lighting. We have done that with a lot of things which I might not mention, like bedside tables. Mona's bedside table was previously our bedside table. So I'm just giving you this scoop because you don't think, oh, Didi bought everything from the scratch. No, anything you feel will suit your new design style, please find a way to reuse them. Okay, that's always the smartest decision as long as it blends in. By the time you finish that makeover, nobody will even remember that it's the previous one, if that's your problem, because it's not my problem anyway. I don't care. It's my pieces I bought with my hard-earned money, so I don't care. This particular chandelier in Kyra's room is such a unique statement piece. And replacing it with something of the same quality will definitely cost an arm and a leg, because I know how much I got this chandelier. It's not even available in the market anymore. It still suited the room, so keeping it was the right choice. Looking around this room now, I genuinely feel like it captures Kyra's personality perfectly. It's feminine, it's elegant, it's playful, it's organized, and most importantly, it's a room she can continue to grow into for years to come. So we've carried you through the whole process of renovating this room. The only thing left now is the moment we have all been waiting for. If you have enjoyed watching this renovation journey so far, please do the needful, hit the like button, share, subscribe, drop a comment, follow us on all our platforms, and I hope you enjoy the final review. Now, are you ready for the final review? Hit it, hit it, hit it.
If just for a minute I'd fall asleep and not dream about you. I hate to admit it, I'm out of ideas, I don't know what to do. Most of the times I think I'll make it through, but all that it takes is one image of you and it shivers. Nobody knows the way it shivers. Nobody knows. It hurts just a little when I'm with my friends and we drink till we're done. Yeah. So I can't remember how it would feel to wake up in that bed right beside you. All of the memories I tried to erase just comes back when I'm sober and I see that face and it shivers. Nobody knows the way it shivers. Nobody knows because it shivers. It's cold and it's dark without you in my arms. Yeah, it shivers, it hurts. If just for a minute I'd fall asleep and not dream about you. And I hate to admit it, I'm out of ideas, I don't know if I'll cope without you. Yeah, it shivers. Nobody knows the way it shivers. Nobody knows cause it shivers. It's cold and it's dark without you in my arms. Yeah, it shivers, it hurts.
Let me feel your love again, 'cause I've been running round in circles screaming out your name. Take me to a different place, just the two of us, and we can stay up all night, kissing under streetlights, doing what we want to, doing what we need to do, staying up all night. Everything is alright. Oh, I wanna be with you. Oh, I wanna be with you. Let me be that someone who can hold your hand. Didn't think I'd make it without you by my side. Let me feel your love again.
Be a quick tour of her closet, which you're going to see towards the end of this review. We have 2 doors here, and inside the 2 doors we have mirrors. In fact, I wanted 1, but it looks like they know who Kyra they know who Kyra is, so they gave us 2, and Kyra is very delighted. So instead of having mirrors behind the door, we have the mirrors here. Okay, and now we have her outing dresses, school uniforms, her keepsake are all up there, and her shoes, her sandals, some trainers that she's not worn yet. And then we have some of her school stuff, you know, all these things they make in school, they bring back home. Those things can be a lot of junk, but Kyra sometimes gets attached to them, so we just leave them here until at the end of the year we now review and discard some of them. So we want her to start letting go of some toys. She's 7 years, but she still clings on to some toys like teddies and some of her what do you call Barbies and all that. So she has them there. She can still have them whenever she wants to play with them. She gets them, and then after that, please don't keep the room untidy. So that's what we have here. On this side of the closet, we have some of her casual wears, house wears, outing tops, skirts, jeans, and all that. And then we have her saving box, saving tin. Kyra does not use her money. If you come here, she will catch you. Even if she's in a deep sleep, she will catch you. So we have it up there. And then we have our undies and socks. I don't want to start opening all this. So we have our undies, socks, and all that, all inside the drawers. Now, she's got ballet dance bag, school bag, swimming bag. They're all here. I don't like the idea of hooks around the room to hang bags. Some people prefer to do that, but I just want my room to be, or I want my kids' room to feel clutter free. Okay, so that's what we have in this side of the closet. Now let's move to the most exciting part of the closet. Kyra is a very girly person, and we had this alcove here. We felt the need to have a built-in to incorporate all her needs, like dressing table that doubles up as a reading desk, and we have all the drawers here, which she uses to put some of her things like her Play-Doh. So she has her Play-Doh here. Here, it's literally empty, nothing much. On this side of the table, we have her jewelries. I'll call it her jewelry tray. But for her age, it's literally, oh my God, it's literally lip gloss, her spare glasses, her earrings, her wristwatches, you know, all the hair stuff that you see here. So we also introduced this smoked glass on the table because she colors a lot. I didn't want a situation where she would dent the cabinet on its own. So, and then what I love most is the curved mirror. I was a bit creative with this because I want to see LED light reflect behind the oak. It's one of my favorite kind of reflection you can ever think of. So I had to tell the joinery team to have the LED behind, because initially they wanted to have all full mirror here. I was like, no, what's the point of not being creative? So we have this oak behind with the curved mirror. Now they also wanted it to be all full mirror, which means it would have been rectangle. But yeah, rectangle. But I wanted to add a bit of curve, you know, to just give the architectural vibe, you know. So that's why we have the curved mirror. And then here we have display of her books and her coloring. And then here we have her nail polish. I had to put it up there because Kara can be very cheeky sometimes with her nail polish, especially during school week. Their school would never tolerate it, so we only do this during holiday. And then we have her bags, her shoes, and her hair products. I've told you guys, Kara is she's a very girly person. So here we have some empty shelves, which is very important because we want her to grow into the room. And because we want her to grow into the room, it's important that we don't occupy the whole space. So we just use the space for her hair products, like her hair brushes and, you know, combs and all that. And then we just place some of these boxes. These boxes could as well just go into her closed up storage, her closed up closet, but I just used it here as a display, which is cool, which is nice. So you can see that almost 3 shelves are empty. This summarizes her closet. Let me know what you guys think about her closet, because I feel like she's living my childhood dreams, which makes me a fulfilled mom. Okay. Wow, I'm sure you can agree with me that that is the most beautiful girl's bedroom you have seen on the internet today. It is stunning. I'm not saying this because I'm the designer. I'm saying because I know how I have cooked this space. Like I cooked it. This room gave me sleepless nights. Oh. It looks easy now. Even while I'm narrating, it looks so easy. But trust me, it shake my body because I wanted to introduce less pieces in the space. Like I know how my children operate, and I always want them to be in a space that has less pieces. That's how I function anyway. And then I know that for them, they need to maintain their rooms. They need to keep their rooms a certain way. So the easiest way to achieve that is to make sure that everything stays organized and there is less clutter around. So I don't believe in bringing in so many pieces in their rooms. I can do that a little bit with my room, but not their room because they're children. So I want them to be able to wake up in the morning, tidy up their bed, clean around and all that, because I'm not going to be doing that for them. So my goal for Kyra's room was to make sure that you know, we cleared out most of her toys and left just the very special ones for her. We also create a very clutter-free bedroom whereby she can easily navigate the room without any of her parents or her siblings or all that. So it's more like making her feel responsible for her space as well. So that's why this room gave me a lot of stress mentally. I needed to make sure I was able to bring, I had a vision, but the vision was blocked. So I kept on pressing, kept on drawing. There's nothing I didn't do. Even when I'm sleeping, my mind is just like, what can I do? What can I do? What can I do? It was easier with her brother's rooms, but you see Kairos room and our master's bedroom, it stressed me. So you can understand my joy when I feel like I have brought that vision, that hidden vision to life. So yes, I hope you guys have enjoyed the store. I know that I have talked too much, but please, you know that it was worth it. Okay. Do well to send us an inquiry if you need to design your space. I need to say this in this video. We have a limited number of rooms that we work on. We don't just travel to work on just one room. Our limited number of rooms has to be 2 rooms. So if you're sending inquiry, please bear in mind that our limited number of rooms is 2. Okay, because I've got a lot of inquiries from people saying I want to work on my son's room, I want to work on my daughter's room. Unfortunately, we don't do that because it's not cost effective. If you can, I can't explain all that here, but yeah, send us an inquiry if you have a project in mind. We are very, 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 very open to going to any extent for most of our clients as long as it aligns with our brand. Okay, follow me on all my social media platforms: Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, all of that. Okay, because we have a lot of content that we push out on these platforms, and I know that you guys have enjoyed this one. Drop me all your juicy comments. I'll be reading. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Stay fabulous. Bye.